Hello and welcome back to Good Game Nation, where we bring you all things TCG. My name's Preston and today is a news day, and it's going to be quite a short one. The Twitter is fairly quiet. There's no more new cards being released as Two Legends OP08 is completely revealed, and that's a great thing for you guys. That means you can spend a few minutes here with me and then get out to your local tournament and bring home some dubs. Let me know in the comments if you win your local tournament this week. That being said, let's move on to our first thing here. We got to look at a new update on the offline and online regionals. I believe they're exactly the same, but if we scroll down here, I believe this is the first time we're getting confirmation of exactly what these cards are. All of this looks the same to me. Then we get down to the pudding. I believe we saw this in Japan not too long ago, and it's getting added to, I believe, top 64. And then if we come down here, we're getting the katakuri that I believe Japan is also working through right now as well. And that's a OP03 katakuri. And I believe that is top 16. That's correct. And then Big Mom for top 8. And I believe this is also a new Big Mom card. I don't remember seeing this. I looked back. I didn't see it anywhere else. So the first time that here in the West we are going to have these prize cards available to us. Let me know in the comments what you think. Getting reprints to big cards. I mean, Big Mom, this has to be like the third or fourth version of Big Mom. Getting a new version of Katakuri might be good for its price, but from how I remember the market going, these cards aren't really going to affect the original cost because they are rare, so they're not really being seen as a threat to the original value of the cards. And let me know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's mixed because I really want Katakuris to get cheaper so it's more accessible to people. But I also know that prize cards need to retain their value or people aren't going to try to play for them. And then finally the pudding, that's the same pudding that we get reprinted for every pudding. And we'll see that in Buddy Battle, which happens at side events at regionals and stuff. We also have pudding as the winner's card there. Same art. It might have a different stamp on it. Sometimes that doesn't get updated right away. But honestly, Buddy Battle has a great prize support right now. 2 packs for entry. They're usually small tournaments, so top 8 shouldn't be too hard. Even if you go back in several times, you should be able to get back in there at some point. Event Pack Volume 3, 4 of them, so 2 per player. It's pretty good. We really want to get these Zoros into our yellow decks. And then if you top, you get a little bit more, which is great. This should say 2. There's no reason for one player not to get that extra card. But that's everything that was on the website, and we're just going to really quickly run through the last few cards on Twitter, because we haven't talked about the SPs for this set. I just didn't get around to it. It didn't really show up otherwise. It might have been in like the reveal video, and I just didn't cover it. So what we have here is OP02 Ace. And then let's see, where is the Bonnie? This is starter deck Bonnie, so it's Searcher Bonnie. And then again, like I was saying, this is pudding. Same pudding that we're getting for that prize card, which is the Searcher pudding from OP03. And we're back to this very cool illustrative geometric shape background for the SPs. We now have, I think, enough sets to look at the trend of what leaders will look like in each set, as long as they don't throw a curveball into it. SPs are now hitting a trend where one set's going to look like this, and there's a pattern. And if you're interested in looking into those patterns, let me know in the comments. We'll go through what is recognizable as a pattern in set, so you know what to expect out of what you could expect out of cards. The second set of SPs we have here are, let me get to it. This is Gecko Moria from the starter deck, so the one that adds cards from trash. This is starter deck Queen, probably one of the most expensive starter deck cards I've ever seen, and it's getting another reprint. I believe we have the offline regional variant with the filigree border at this point, and now this, and it's gonna probably hold its value. Like I said with Katakuri just moments ago, these cards end up holding their value because these cards end up being more rare than the original ones, so they don't really affect the value. And then we have OP06. Oh, this is starter deck 06 TCG. I thought it was a different one. Okay, so lots of starter deck cards coming as special cards. All but 2. That's really interesting. Let me know what you think about getting higher rarity starter decks. I know there's a lot of people, and there's maybe a lot is the wrong word, but there's people that love playing the highest rarity, and getting starter deck cards with alt arts is another card that they can have fully alt arted out. How do you feel about that? Do you want to get special rares that are starter deck cards, or do you want set reprints? I think doing a starter deck card is a good way to do it, because then you're not reprinting a high rarity card in another set, but you're getting the starter deck cards which weren't previously available as an alt art. I think doing the same like few cards over and over again that already have alt arts, I think is less interesting to me. So starter deck cards, I think that's okay. I think that's a good way to use those special rare slots. Moving on to our last 2 slides, let's see what we got here. Alright, we have alt arts for our emperors from this set, Big Mom, Whitebeard, and Kaido. I think we've seen most of these, and I think the reason why the championship Big Mom threw me off, if I've seen it before, because the art looks so similar. She's always so like grotesque looking, and kind of terrifying, which feel like that's kind of par for the character. And then our final slide in today's video, we got the manga reveal for Rayleigh. We knew he was getting manga. Everyone had a good feeling. We saw the alt art with the Oda art, and it's easy to jump to conclusions here. Yeah, Silver's Rayleigh is the manga, and we've known it for a couple weeks now, but here is the photographic proof that he's here and coming. Let me know what you think about this as a manga rare. Rayleigh's only been in a handful of things, so just looking closely at his panels, there's only so many that we can choose from. So it's an interesting choice. I think Whitebeard would have been a really good choice, but we already got a lot of Whitebeard stuff so far. And one last thing, as I was wrapping up, I realized I hadn't seen the alt art Dawn for this set. So at the bottom of the card list, there's a little PDF that has it, and it's this Whitebeard right here on the middle right hand side of the screen. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer for you. That's the Dawn for the set. It's oddly familiar looking. If we jump right over here, it's an oddly familiar one. I think I saw this take online already, so I don't know. But Whitebeard Dawn instead of Whitebeard alt art, what do you think about that? I think it's a interesting choice. Not my favorite alt Dawn that we've seen so far, but it's a decent one. What do you think about this set so far? OP08 is here. What do you think of it as a whole? Let me know in the comments. I think it's going to be a big one, and I hope that it makes as big of waves as I hope it that I think it will, because I think that we need change in some power creep to work into some new things. And as this goes, we'll be hitting in the US, we're hitting the Sakazuki ban, I think, this upcoming month. So a lot of things are coming to change, and we'll be looking forward to the next few sets. With all that said, that's all I have for you this week. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you want to get more One Piece TCG content, hit that subscribe. And until next time, peace.